Okay, well, hello, everybody. We kind of just decided to jump on into things, and, we're gonna get right into it. Unfortunately, running a little bit late. Waiting for some teams, having some issues loading up the game, but now we are at it. Hello, Rocket League fans, there it is. Opening goal right out of the gate, 30 seconds, well, 29 seconds coming in hot. That's gonna be a nice score right away for Astral Fusion. They like to kick it off aggressive yet again. Well, this was exciting. How are we doing today? Getting ready for some Rocket League. A little bit caught off guard. Hold on. As I make sure I have everything set up and ready to go. There we are. All right, here we go. Astral Fusion making sure to keep up the pressure down, as they have been doing consistently last week and this week. I can say for certain in the games that I've been watching, to say the least. Silencer on the shadow, rotates around off the backboard, setting it up in the center, making sure to keep the ball down on the side of their opposition. Single 7. Now, they did a really good job of this last week. It seemed like their opponent, as games ended up going on, started to kind of catch wind of that, match their aggression a little bit, and were able to kind of even out that pressure. I'm interested to see how they've adapted for today, see what kind of changes that they made over the week to get ready for this match. Now, Astral Fusion, from what we heard, I'm going to give a huge shout out to Juicy over there in the chat for letting me know this one, that Astral Fusion competing for the second seed slot going into playoffs right now with this match. Do they take it? Do they get that second seed today? However, their opponent is fighting for a position at all. So Single 7's got a lot on the line, needing to win this match, and hey, that's one way to do it, Forks. Put it in the goal, even this game on out. 1-1, 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Good job from Fuego to get a little bit of a zone right there and make sure that ball just threads right through the corner of that goal. That's what you like to see, a nice competitive game right away here, especially in the first round. Already, Astral Fusion again hitting that ball possession down over onto the field of Single 7. The rotations, though, coming in from Fuego and Forge to make sure that does not happen. They aren't going to let Astral Fusion play their game. Look at the shadow defense coming in from Riptide, already just chilling over by the goal, recognizing, like, okay, you know what, I see what you guys are playing at over here. We're gonna fall on back and be ready, but an open goal for Single 7. Fuego rotates around and is able to deflect it, and a great follow-up as well from Sam, able to clear that ball, get it on out of there. But who's got the open goal instead? It's you, Astral Fusion. Sam puts it in, and that's a second one on the board for Single 7. What an excellent play, and I think that's one great way to show how to punish the aggression of this team. They all moved up, they saw the open goal, they saw an opportunity, and immediately Fuego and his team over there, Single 7, were able to find an opening off of that and were able to punish the fact that there wasn't anybody over on the defense. Now, a little bit of a response going to be needed as we are getting down to the 2-minute mark. Right over the top, and Sam, right off the backboard, sends it in with the rebound. Good setup. Fuego says, hello, I'm here just in case. That's going to be third point on the board for Single 7. This is a 2-score game now for Astral Fusion, and it seems like Single 7 kind of has their number a little bit. Hello, Demo. We know what those are all about. We saw the scrappiness last week. Let's see it again coming out, except a little bit in game 1. That's going to be really interesting to see. Minute 50 on the clock. Astral Fusion needs 2 to tie, 3 to take it. Getting to overtime is going to be a heck of a battle. A little bit of a low-scoring game as is. Good rotations coming in from Single 7. They're able to get the clear ball over into the corner, though, of Astral Fusion. Rotate around and look at... I said it just a second ago, but look at the rotations coming in from Single 7, okay? They are making sure to have 1 to 2 members just rotating around this goal, constantly able to clear the ball. Good coordination coming in from them off the corner. Sam sets it up off the backboard. Center ball, and a good defense coming in from Ritz. He's able to clear that ball away, but Fuego wants to keep up the pressure immediately. Take a look over on the back of single 7. Sam is back there. He rotated back. He set up. Ball is centered off of the corner post. Ever so close. That's the 60-second mark, ladies and gentlemen. Forward center ball over to the corner, keeping up the pressure. Ball possession's been very even, but the field domination a little bit favoring single 7 this time around. Astral Fusion kind of feeling what it's like to be on the receiving end of that aggression. They haven't felt this way since week 1 when they faced off against, oh god, multiple scoregasms. There we go. So it's going to be a little bit of an adaptation that's going to be needed, and it seems like it's going to be one that might end up having to come between games. This one is ticking down, 30 seconds left on the clock, and all single 7 has to do is chill back, let this one play out. Nothing more is going to be needed. 15 seconds, 2 scores up, and right now the ball is just keeping down over onto the side of Astral Fusion, but they put another one in. Okay, you know what? Pad the stats a little bit. Let's see how it goes. Forgs sending it in and putting the 4th one on the board with only 8 seconds remaining on the clock. A great job from them right there. And now with 8 seconds left, let's talk about the next round a little bit, because I know Astral Fusion's going to be doing the exact same. Came out strong. Early aggression was really nice. We really liked that. But this one's not over yet. Okay, Sam, you know what? Prove me wrong. Give me that 4-second goal. Why don't you send it on in? Astral Fusion seems like they're throwing themselves to this ball, trying to get something off the end of this round, but ultimately it's just gonna, you know, like I said a second ago, pat the stats. Single 7, 3 seconds, 2, 1. As soon as we get that touchdown, that is going to do it. Never mind. We're gonna hold the ball up into the air, and there it is. That is gonna be the end of the first round here. What a great showing right out of the gate. Single 7 putting up a great match. Wow, just punishing that aggression. Oops, we're good here. Match settings, there we go. We will get on over. There we go. All right. Nice. Stopping by. Thank you. Coming on in, joining us here. As we jump on in and get ready for the kickoff of game number 2. Single 7 came out swinging right there in that first round. We're gonna need to see a little bit of a response from Astral Fusion. Is it gonna be need to be kind of control that aggression, you know, of yourselves? Make sure we're rotating. Make sure we're not leaving our goal undefended. These are gonna be things that are sitting in my head. And I don't even play this game as much as these guys do. Center ball over here, Astral Fusion. Good rotations coming around, playing kind of around midfield a little bit. See if they could set something up, and flashy off the backboard assist. Get it on in there. A great 18-second goal to get you guys that one up. Now comes down to closing it out. And I say closing it out, but still starting it up. It's still just the start of this second round. They came out swinging early in the last round as well. They got that good first goal about 30 seconds in. However, just kind of fell short soon after. Now, let's make sure they stay content, they stay in control here, because already we can see single 7 getting up the pressure, putting it down over on the side of Astral Fusion. However, immediately good response down in the corner of single 7. A little bit of a cheating up coming in from Astral Fusion. Good rotations coming around, though. We already see Silencer back by the goal already. Seeing a little bit of an adaptation coming in from the first round. We're seeing the members of Astral Fusion rotate around and make sure they defend that goal. Now, ball center coming in. Silencer is ready, though. He's making sure to keep an eye on out over there. Ritz sets it up over the center, but again, likewise, take a look. Sam over on the goal. These teams are rotating around and making sure. Take a look back there. Sam, Fuego, ready in case anything comes their way. This team understands when they're feeling pressured. They're understanding how they need to respond. But that's not enough to stop Flashy from putting another one in. There we go. That is going to be the second one on the board for Astral Fusion, giving them the 2-score lead this time around. What a great, great start here. We're seeing some great adaptations coming in from Astral Fusion just between games. And I mean, that's kind of what you need to do. Open goal! What happened? What happened, Flashy, there? Oh, Fuego was just off the mark. Sam wasn't ready for it, and it just goes in. I'm sorry, I'm speechless. I'm excited. Wow, that just threaded right through there and was able to make its way on in. An unfortunate circumstance for Single 7. Now we're gonna need to see a little bit of a response from them this time around. How are you going to adapt? What do you need to do? We are seeing some great rotations coming in from them. They've been doing a good job, and they did a great job in the first game to just channel that aggression of Astral Fusion and be able to use it against them. However, now that we're seeing a little bit more of a collected Astral Fusion, what are you going to do? Where do you look for the openings? We can see, like we see right here, 2 members cheating on up. Maybe we can utilize this, try to get the ball a little bit deep. Oh, bump Ritzbits on out of there. Take a look. Silencer rotates around. Ritzbits immediately rotating around. Great response coming in from Astral Fusion as the ball starts to head down over in to the side of Astral Fusion, making sure that they keep up the pressure. We are down to 2.5 minutes, halfway point. Ball over. Good shot on by Forks, but Flashy is there with the save. Sam off the corner. And take a look, Flashy sitting back, wants to be able to set it up. Forks with the setup, open goal from Astral Fusion. Off the backboard, sends it in. Great job from Forks to assist it. Tap that sucker on down and send it in. 1 on the board for Single 7. A great way back. We still got 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes and 9 seconds, as a matter of fact. So plenty of games still left to catch on up, and plenty left in this set. Now ticking on down to the 2-minute mark, and already great attempt coming in from Astral Fusion. They love to punish this right off the kickoff aggression, this pressure. They love to just shove it down your throat right out of the gate and maybe catch you sleeping while you're trying to get set up and trying to get in position. And good response though, but an open goal from Single 7, not going to be able to get punished. Ritzbits, however, will end up, seeing the gray screen for a couple seconds as he gets that nice demo right away. Flashy floating up over into the corner, sets it up over the top. 3 members of Single 7 are on the defense, are ready. Ritzbits with the center, and look who's over on the opposite side. Flashy. These two are playing off of each other very nicely, setting up for one another, but Fuego, great shot attempt. Ritzbits, though, is on the defense. Sam looking to center the ball yet again. Look for another attempt. But all 3 members of Astral Fusion hanging around the goal are ready to go, are ready for this attempt to be made. Orgs, good night, goodbye. I know you wanted to keep up the field domination, but ain't gonna happen that way. Enjoy the gray screen for a few seconds off that demo. Flashy with the dribble on the open goal, puts it on in, and sends this one to a 4-1 lead for Astral Fusion. We are down to the 49-second mark. We are under a minute, ladies and gentlemen, and a 3-score game sets these 2 teams apart between a tied set. Kickoff is there. What needs to change for Single 7? Right now, it just seems like Astral Fusion made the adaptations that they needed, and they're gonna keep making them. Ritzbits, hello, put it on in, why don't ya? Another goal, making this a 4-score game. 36 seconds left on the clock. Wow. I think from Astral Fusion, it's just been, it was clear. They made the adaptations between games, and that was really nice. Now, Single 7, is it the rotations? Is it, how you're playing? I mean, we truly only saw 1 open goal attempt that got made. The rest of the shots, Single 7's making a good job, a good attempt, I should say, to rotate around to defend their goal, but it just doesn't feel like it's enough. They need to make sure to keep the pressure themselves, because if you let a team like Astral Fusion just kind of take charge, I mean, we're seeing what's going on, right? They'll take charge and they'll make sure to punish you for it. Time ticks down, ball floating around in the air, waiting for the touchdown. There it is, the second one. Now going over to Astral Fusion, tying out this set. This is a great competitive set between these two teams. You know, honestly, the last two that we ended up seeing Astral Fusion was week 1, and then last week in week 4, both of them being 3-0 sets. So having such a competitive opponent here in week number 5, it's exciting. I'm sure because, you know, from a competitive player standpoint, for myself, playing competitive games over the years, and I mean, not this one, but it's fun when you have that opponent that just goes back and forth with you, that really just challenges you in the best way possible. Gonna head on over to DFH Stadium here for the third game here in the match. We'll see now what it's going to take for single 7. Time is ticking. Here we go. It's opening kickoff here in the third game, and there she goes. Single 7 getting the advantage of that one, making sure to get the ball pressure down over into the corner. Astral Fusion Force rotating around, looking to keep the ball on over here. Fuego again himself, center ball, but 3. 1, 2, 3, count all 3 members of Astral Fusion on the defense, ready to clear that one away. Good rotations coming in, though, from single 7 to make sure we're playing defense, we're playing back, we're able to keep this ball pressure down if it does come our way. A little bit of a cheat up coming on in. Forgs does rotate on around, though, and is there for the defense, and is also there for the save. Ritzbit's great shot attempt, sees the open goal, goes to punish it, but Forgs is ready. Forgs has been making his way around the pitch and doing a great job in this set. Fuego as well. I mean, honestly, just this team in general is doing good. Here again, we see Forgs just moving over. Center ball. 2 members, though, on the defense, ready to send it right on back. Air ball over the goal. Forgs wants to make sure it's not in the center of the field. However, I don't know if he's going to be able to stop it for too much longer. Demo comes in. Good night, Fuego. Flashy making a nice flashy explosion. Center ball. 2 members, though, of single 7 are on the defense, are ready to go. You got to get this ball out of here. You got to get the ball out of the corner. Flashy with the demo into the first goal here in game number 3. Let's see that one again. Look at this. Look at the bam right there. And make sure you can't even defend that one. Nice job coming in from Flashy. I mean, you live up to the name, right? You make it flashy. That's how you do it. Great job there. 3.5 minutes and only a 1-goal game so far. Slower pace than the previous. It's a great job there. But a great response coming in over here from single 7. Putting that one on in off the corner post, and Sam sends it in. Great job there. That's going to tie us on out and keep things nice and even. You know, I said slower pace, and here's the thing is, you open your mouth as a caster, and it feels like everything just comes to bite you in the butt, and they immediately love to prove you wrong. 1-1 now, encroaching that 3-minute mark. And it looks like field domination, while it is in favor of single 7, they're making sure to keep the ball over here, pressuring the goal of Astral Fusion. They're also keeping their own goal a little bit better defended this time as well, as we see Fuego rotating around. 3 members of Astral Fusion hanging around the goal right on over here. Seems like they're trying to center the ball. They are trying to get set up, but Ritzbits is there along with Silencer to make sure that that does not happen. Center ball. In she goes. Fuego making sure we get a second one on the board, giving the lead on over to single 7. It was just a great play, and you can just see how Astral Fusion is needing to I should say Single 7 is throwing a lot at them. And when I say a lot, they are rotating in. They are making sure that each member is handling multiple members at a time of Astral Fusion. Maybe this is the adaptation we needed. Just the amount of pressure getting put on the goal over here. Great job coming in from them. 2.5 minutes. We are halfway through game number 3. Everything's all tied up in the set standings for the overall match. But the 1-score lead, a lot of tipping going on around the goal. That was very, look at this. Everybody hanging around the goal, just tapping it, tipping it left and right. And Ritzbits just happens to find it right off the top, right underneath the top post, and is able to put it in. Great job. That's going to even us on out here with 2 minutes remaining on the clock. Keeping things nice and even, you know, like I said, competitive set between 2 competitive teams. This is a great one. I'm honestly, I can see this one going all 5 at this rate. Corner ball, center ball. Flashy sends it in. Great recognition coming in right now from Astral Fusion. Take a look at this. Silencer able to get it right around the corner, set it up. Flashy is there with the assist and puts it on in. That's going to be the 1-score up that Astral Fusion needed. They needed this momentum to keep them going and to piggyback off of last game. But Single 7 definitely making sure that that's not going to always be the case. Corner ball, center ball. 2 members of Astral Fusion are on the defense, are raring and ready to go. And look at the rotations coming in from Single 7 as well. Keeping an eye on it and making sure things are good. All 3 members now hanging around the goal, ready to clear this one on out. And it seems like Astral Fusion recognized that it's not going to be really a good attempt for them to be pressuring the goal. So they all kind of just hang back. I really like that kind of recognition of not just throw yourself at the ball constantly. Recognizing when, okay, you know what? We're not going to have a good option here. What's the point of leaving somebody out in the open? Putting somebody out of position, I should say, and then having a man off of defense, off of offense when we can make a better attempt like we just saw right there. Flashy, great job sending that center ball right on over, right on in. A good aerial shot sends it away, making this now a 2-score game, 4-2 in favor of Astral Fusion. So far, ball possession going back a little bit even. Field domination going back a little bit even here, you know, and that's what I like to see. It felt like here in this game at the start, field domination was in favor of Single 7. But now it seems like Astral Fusion's starting to get into their groove again and starting to pressure out their opposition. You know, it kind of feels like a little bit opposite of what we saw last week, where they came out swinging in game 1. Game 2, the opponent started to recognize what was going on. We're able to pull them on back and, you know, reel in the reins. And then game 3, a very competitive set. So now it feels like a little bit of a turn of the tables, I should say, on that, as we see Astral Fusion game 1 a little bit back and forth, you know, Single 7 getting the better hand of them. We're able to punish the aggression. We're able to take control. Game 2, Astral Fusion comes out, recognizes their mistakes, makes that refresh, and they're able to walk away with the first game for themselves. Second game now, as the time is ticking down, that's going to touch down. That's going to be the end of the 3rd game here. Which means we're going to head on over to the Wasteland and get on ready for game number 4 for match point here. There we go. Single 7 needs this game to stay in it here in this set, but they also need it to stay in it in their playoff run. This is going to be a very important match for them if they can manage it. All the while, Astral Fusion just looking for that second seeded slot. It's all going to come down to this. Players are getting ready. They're loading on in. What does Single 7 need here? They are making great adaptations. We saw it at the start of that last game. They were able to respond to it. They were able to respond to the aggression of Astral Fusion. Now, comes down to the execution. Now comes down to closing out this game. Here we are. game number 4 match point for both of these teams, and a very heavy match point for single 7. You know what, Sam? I agree. Coming out swinging already. 21 seconds in, and that's gonna send it on in. Great shot. That right there is how you kick off this round, and you show Astral Fusion you're down. You're definitely not out of it just yet. They're gonna have to earn this win. And I mean, we've been saying it all set so far about how competitive these two teams have been. So it's no shot. It's no, how should I say, no surprise to see how aggressive that single 7 is being, how much pressure they want to put up onto Astral Fusion. They want to make sure that this is a win deserved if it is earned. However, not wanting to let it go. First minute off, score leading in favor of single 7. They have that 1 point advantage. And here we are seeing great rotations to keep up that pressure on the side of Astral Fusion. Now, we saw this early in the last game as well, where single 7 was able to keep the ball down on the pitch. Sorry, down over on the Astral Fusion side of the pitch. It just came down to that transition throughout the mid game and into the later game of the last set. So here we got a 70% field domination for single 7. Like, that's huge. Keeping up this ball down over on their side. Orgs over on the defense is going to be able to send it on back. Gets past Riptide. Silencer is here. Open goal, though, if they're able to get that ball on center. But good rotations coming in from the members of Astral Fusion. Riptide is there just in case. Silencer says, demo, good night, Sam. And Ritz, you got to hit the ball, not the players. Is that the entire goal? Just smack into the people, you know, and then they can't hit the ball. Obviously, that's the goal for Forks as he sends Silencer to the grave. Forks on the respawn is going to be able to be back by the goal, though. That kind of worked out in his favor. He was set up and ready to clear that ball away on the defense now. Ball down over on the field of single 7. Astral Fusion needing 1 point just to tie it out here in game number 4. 2 to take the lead and get ready to give themselves that match point win. Fuego rotating around. We see all 3 members, though, of Astral Fusion rotating around the goal. Sam's in the goal, as a matter of fact, looking to clear the members away, but it's not going to be good enough. Center ball, never mind. Scratch that clear ball, and immediately on the rotation, we see the aggression coming in. Astral Fusion playing up. All 3 members are forward, rotating around, a little bit of a shadow defense. That's really great to see. Not leaving that goal open for too long. However, the more men you can have on the offense, on that aggression as possible, the better it's going to be. Minute 50 left on the clock. Score still leading for single 7. Ball got close to the goal. Orgs holding it up, sends it on in. Make it a 2-point game for single 7. Great job from Forks right there. He had me. I was never saving that one. Great job pinching that one on down and just sending it on in. 2-0. A minute 35 remaining on the clock here. Astral Fusion's gonna have to turn something around if they want to see the end in 4. All 3 members playing a little bit more concise for single 7, and that's really great to see. Starting to bring back kind of that round 1 play style that we saw, that first game, I should say, play style, where they were playing a lot more together. Sam ends up knocking Ritzbits on down and out of here. Fuego looking for the setup. Center ball is there, but no follow-up to be made. Great defense coming in from Silencer, able to clear that one away. Ritzbits sends it on down. Forks, though, is ready. He wants to make sure that we keep this ball over here. Absolutely dominating the field. And I mean, seriously, they've held it at 70% to 75% all game so far. Corner ball. Forks ready to set it on up. Sam puts it over to the center. Fuego's there, but not going to be able to get it. Ritzbits with the good clear is able to send it on down to the center, but shot just off the mark. However, now we're starting to see that aggression coming in. Astral Fusion able to play up. They need to tie this one out and put this game on away. 15 seconds left on the clock. I said they need 2, but really they need 3. As Fuego sees an opportunity, sends it on in, and is able to just beat out Flashy. Great job. 16 seconds left on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going all 5. We're going to Champions Field. Is that what I'm seeing here on this Sunday night? 12 seconds ticking down. Make that 10, 9, 8. All right, that should do it, unless it's a pretty steep unless, if I do say so myself. There she is. Touchdown right there, and that is gonna do it for game number 4. Going into game number 5, match point for both of these teams. Winner takes all. This is gonna be a heavy game. And it seems like we are starting to see a good understanding coming back into single 7, and I really love that. There we go. It's time for Astral Fusion to once again, like they did after round number 1, kind of just take a step back, recognize what's going on, recognize what they need to do here in this 5th round, because it's all going to come down to this. Can they knock single 7 out here? Or can they see can they hold themselves that 2nd seed slot? Ooh, need some water. I didn't expect all 5 matches here. Oh, I've not had an all 5 a game. I'm sorry, I've not had a set go all 5 since last season of RLSS. It's been a minute. Early on in last season, I can't even remember who we were casting at the time. Anthony Malum. Now, here it is. Getting ready for the kickoff. Winner takes all. Match point. Score tied 2-2. However, we're down to 0-0 because it all comes down to this in this best of 1. Pressure coming in. We're all ready from single 7. Just making sure that Astral Fusion recognizes, hey, this is it. Enjoy what you felt last game. Enjoy it again. Enjoy what you felt in round number 1. Just the pressure coming in from single 7. It feels like they found their stride yet again, as we see already just making sure that Astral Fusion has to keep 2 men on the goal at all times. Playing up, cheating up, and making sure that, you know, more men on offense, like we mentioned. Good defense is a great offense, or best offense is good defense. You know, however that saying goes, it doesn't really matter. 60 seconds off the clock already, and, you know, last game we saw a little bit slower pacing. Ball gets close right there. Great attempt coming in, but now immediately back down. I say immediately back down, heading over to the side of single 7, but Astral Fusion makes sure to keep up the pressure. Center ball, great attempt, but unfortunately an attempt on the last Fuego from the center is able to soar it over the heads of Astral Fusion and put it on in. I think that's on pace with last game as well, close to that 1.5 minute mark for that first goal for single 7. Astral Fusion now 1 down here in the match point. Gonna need to pick it on up. Flashy makes an attempt, but good defense coming in from the members of single 7. They were able to rally around their goal and put up a nice solid barricade. But likewise, Astral Fusion rotating back on over to defend their own goal, as we already see single 7 making sure to pressure them on out. Trapped in the corner with you. Tip the ball over to the center. Flashy is there. Flashy is ready. Clear goal, though, for single 7. Fuego able to find the ball, able to knock it up, get it on out of there. Good attempt by Silencer, but all 3 members of single 7 are there and on the defense, ready to go. Goal under fire for Astral Fusion. Again, so close. We're just tipping it right on the edge. And already, you know, look, Sam's back here, making sure that their own goal is defended. The rotating, honestly, so quick that I'm not even able to keep up with it. Fuego with the shot attempt. Goes for it with the double tap, but it's not enough. It gets it off of the right post. And a great clear ball coming on in. Members of Astral Fusion ready to send it on down, send it on back. Flashy is here. Silencer making sure Sam is not here. Air ball. Fuego is ready. Sam knocks it on away. Makes sure that it's over in the corner, not in front of their goal. 2 minutes remaining on the clock. Goals leading for single 7. It's all going to come down to how well Astral Fusion can start to put pressure on this team, because it really feels like single 7 has just found their stride and are able to pressure out Astral Fusion. I mean, they came out swinging in round 1. Astral Fusion made some great adaptations throughout the second and third games, but now here in the previous round, it just feels like single 7 has recollected themselves. A minute and a half remains on the clock. Low scoring game indeed. We're seeing a attempt getting made, but again, the members of single 7 are there already, are going to clear that ball away. A little bit of an open goal, almost. Was able to get that ball past, and we could have seen something, but good rotations back around from Astral Fusion. They're able to clear that one. Knock it over into the corner. You heard that one. 60 seconds left. It's go time. If I'm Astral Fusion, I need to make sure I get one in at least. Send us to overtime. That'll be the way to do it. That'll keep you on in. Over the top, the center ball off the backboard, but it's going to get cleared on away. Nobody able to follow that one up, but immediately sending it right back over to the corner of single 7. Not for long, though, as we see Forgs making the attempt to set up the ball. Wow. Just completely negate momentum jitsu from Silencer and just stopping the ball in its tracks. Open goal. Doesn't matter if they can't even get the ball past the members of Astral Fusion. Ritzbitz making sure Sam has gone on out of here. 14 seconds. We are taken down into the last moments of the game. Can Astral Fusion do it? Can they put one in? All single 7 has to do is protect their goal, and they are good, but it's not enough. Silencer found it. He threaded it on through with 4 seconds left on the clock and was able to put it on in. What a shot. Okay. Astral Fusion loves their kickoff goals. Can they make one happen here? All comes down to this. No kickoff goal, balls in the air. We see the touchdown, and ladies and gentlemen, of course, we go all 5 matches. Of course, we are going into overtime. Did you think it would be anything less? Another kickoff goal attempt for Astral Fusion. Not going to be able to do so, but open goal as the ball gets sent flying on over into the corner of Astral Fusion. Center ball, Forg sending it on down, but just over the top of the backboard and not going to be able to find its way on in front of the goal. Now, Astral Fusion wanting to apply some pressure, trying to find an opening in the defense of single 7. Corner ball. 2 members on defense for Astral Fusion, right on up over the top, but let's get that one on out of here. Silencer says, take a look at this. Forgs just chilling back. They're rotating. They're making sure they always have one man on defense. He's cheated up a little bit, but he's always raring and ready to go and be sure that they are ready to defend that goal. All the while, Astral Fusion kind of just playing around their goal and wanting to get this ball on out of here. It's in a danger zone if you can just get it away and get it past the member. Center ball, and it just skates right across the front of the goal. Nobody able to find it and send it on in. Center ball yet again, but looks like it's just going to go off the top end of the left center again. Here we go, Astral Fusion. Now we're seeing that aggression. You're getting the shot attempts. You're getting it up close and personal. Now it's on single 7 to clear this aggression on out. Great 2 member. Silencer does it. Is able to find it off the tip of the members of single 7 and put it on away. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it. That is going to put us away. And that is going to be an Astral Fusion victory today. What a great set coming in from these two teams. It was aggression back and forth. It was great responses from both of these teams to be able to identify what the other was doing and make the correct adaptations. Honestly, Single 7, they came out swinging right away in that first game. They channeled their aggression. They were able to shove it down the throats of Astral Fusion. Astral Fusion immediately turning around, being like, okay, guys, come on. This isn't the game that we play. Let's pick it on up. Let's send it on in. And they did just that for the 2. But wow. Going all 5. And here we have Flashy coming on in here from Astral Fusion. Flashy, how are we feeling after that one?
Yo. We feel good about it. Kind of sucks that it was that close, but I think both teams played well.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it kind of sucks that it was that close. I'm going to have some words with Silencer about a 3-0 that I was promised. Yeah. That very much did not happen.
I mean, he made up for it in the last game, though. He really put us in the backpack.
He was able to find that one and put it on away in overtime. And not only get that tying goal with 4 seconds left on the clock, but able to follow up in overtime and get that one, send it on away, and get you guys that second seed slot. You guys are really challenging for that one. It's a tough loss for Single 7, but let me tell you, it's not one I would be upset about. They were quite the competitive team for you guys, I would say.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I know that they were having a lot of PC troubles. I'm sure they didn't really have the warm-up that they would have normally expected. So I'm sure that they didn't bring their full A game, but I'm excited to hopefully match up with them again, maybe sometime in scrims or hopefully playoffs. That'd be awesome. They're a very good team.
They are a very good team. And honestly, it felt like, to me, when I see, as a competitive player over the years from other games, when I see a team like that, that really kind of challenges me, in my head, I'm like, okay, you know, we should start talking to this team about scrim partners and stuff like that. Those things you guys look for when you see, okay, let's look for a competitive team, somebody who just kind of keeps us on our toes and is able to punish our mistakes and go back and forth with us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We love teams that we could trade wins with. We love teams that can kind of like really push us because that's exactly where you get better. I like to study a lot about like flow state and kind of being in the zone, and the optimal place for that is people who are just slightly better than you. So that's always what we're looking for in scrims. We have a good scrim partner in Godfall Gaming right now. I would love to add Single 7 to the list.
Absolutely. I mean, play up. You know, anytime you can play up. I don't care if a pro team comes to me tomorrow and says they want to play me in a game. Oh yeah. Come on, let's do it. I want to see what you guys do. I want to rip it apart and really just sink my teeth into that knowledge. So great job there. Great job this week from you guys. You're able to secure that win. Now, next week, you got Next to New Rebel. How you feeling going into that one?
I got to be honest, they're a little bit of a question mark for me. I'm not sure if Silence or Ritz or Phenom, there's anything else about them. I haven't looked at their record, but we'll definitely be scouting throughout the week. But regardless of who they bring, I'm confident in us to take the win.
I'll give you a little bit of an insight on their 4-0 record right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely going to be one of the teams to beat. And you guys are on the chopping block for them, I would say. How you know what? I did it to Silencer last week. Got a prediction for me here going into your week 6 matchup?
I think we're going 3-1 next week. I think we're gonna lose the first, and then we're gonna adjust, and we're just gonna lock in and really find that flow state.
I respect that. Recollect yourselves, find your gameplay, and just send it on in. And I mean, that kind of happened here this week, so I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do. Hopefully, you know, you get that 3-0 for you guys. But, you know, I respect the 3-1 as well. Flashy, thank you very much coming on out here. You guys played phenomenally today. Enjoy your victory. Enjoy your time.
We will. Thank you as always, man. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Well.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right, take it easy. Well, that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, here on Sunday night. Rocket League going all 5, going into overtime. You love to see it. A great competitive set. Honestly, thank you all very much coming on out here, Silencer WCaster. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody who followed by in this stream. You guys are awesome. I love the support, and I know these teams love the support as well. I hear it all the time. It's definitely a great time casting you guys in Rocket League. Thank you very much to RLSS for the opportunity to cast these games, and thank you to the sponsors of RLSS as well. We're going to look forward to seeing you guys next time. Until then, have yourselves a good night.